Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two mid-range phones, the new Honor 6X with the Moto G4 Plus. So these two phones are priced in the same category, and they have a lot of similarities, and in this video we'll do a detailed comparison and see which is the better device to buy in terms of the design, build quality, software, performance, display, and also the camera aspect and the battery life, and which is the better value for money device out there. So without any further delay, let's get started. First step, the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see both these devices are quite different in terms of the build quality and as well as the design aspect. We have the front facing fingerprint scanner, while it's on the rear panel on the Honor 6X. On the rear panel you can see it is a completely metallic unibody design with curved edges and feels pretty premium, while on the other hand the Moto G4 Plus is a plastic build with removable back panels and doesn't feel as premium as the Honor 6X. Now the design of the device looks better on the Honor 6X, while the Moto G4 Plus is not really the best looking device out there. But having said that, even Honor 6X is not really outstanding in terms of design, but when you compare with the Moto G4 Plus, our choice would be the Honor 6X in terms of the design and build quality. Now let's talk about the display. So we have a 5.5 inch screen size and IPS LCD panel with 1080p resolution and 401 pixels per inch. And if you look at the display quality, you can see that both the devices are pretty good in terms of display quality. The touch response also feels quite good. There's an added protection on the Moto G4 Plus, but there's nothing available on the Honor 6X. And but they come up with a screen guard pre-installed on the device. And apart from that, this touch response feels quite good. Now both these devices have on-screen buttons. They are not capacitive buttons, so again they are quite similar there. So display quality looks pretty good on both the phones. Now let's talk about the software. So this is one area where there is a major difference. We have the EMUI 4.1 on the Honor 6X, while it's the Android 7.0, that's the latest version, along with the stock UI on the Moto G4 Plus. So first let's have a look at the EMUI. So EMUI offers additional features and options, and if you go to the settings panel, you can see it is a customized settings panel. A lot of added features are there. If you go to the smart assistants, we have a floating dock, motion control, one-handed UI, voice control. There is some added features. There is customization options in the form of themes. There is also a phone manager which allows you to optimize the device with options, and so this is heavily customized UI with you can see custom notification and quick toggle sender. So it does not have any resemblance with stock Android, and it comes with multiple home screens devoid of an app drawer. So that's the UI on the Honor 6X. So if you're looking for an UI which is highly customizable with themes, wallpapers, icons, etc., then the Honor 6X EMUI makes perfect sense. Now on the other hand, if you're a person who want latest update and want the stock UI, then this is one area where the Moto G4 Plus wins, because it comes with Android 7.0 right now, and it's a plain and stock UI, no customization whatsoever, apart from the Moto app which provides some gestures and display support, including the glance screen. So that's the only option available in the Moto G4 Plus. Again, the quick notification sender, etc., plain stock UI, no change whatsoever. Now let's talk about the performance. So we have the Snapdragon 617 octa-core chipset on the Moto G4 Plus, while it's a Kirin 655 octa-core chipset on the Honor 6X. We have a 3 and 4 GB RAM variants on the Honor 6X, while we have 3 GB RAM variant and 32 GB storage on the Moto G4 Plus. Now both these phones are quite good in terms of the overall experience. They do perform pretty well in day-to-day experience. Neither of them have any lag in day-to-day experience because they have plenty of RAM and the processor is quite decent. Now talking about the gaming experience, we would say both these devices are almost similar experience, but the major issue with the Moto G4 Plus is there is a slight heating issue on when you game on the Moto G4 Plus, and that's definitely a concern on the Moto G4 Plus. On the other hand, the Honor 6X also provides a decent gaming experience overall. Neither of them are really powerful devices in this category, but they do provide decent experience overall. Now looking at the benchmark scores of these two phones, you can see that the Kirin 655 is slightly more powerful and has slightly better benchmark scores than the Moto G4 Plus, which has a Snapdragon 617. But benchmark scores are not really a measure of how the performance is, but they are just a score. So if you are worried about the benchmark score, so here are the two benchmark scores of these two devices. Now apart from that, we have 4G LTE dual SIM cards and micro SD card expansion slot on both the phones. We have a dedicated micro SD card on the Moto G4 Plus, while it's a hybrid SIM card on the Honor 6X. Now the fingerprint scanner experience is really good on both the phones. We have on the rear panel on the Honor 6X, while it's on the front panel on the Moto G4 Plus. Now that's the software and performance aspect of these two phones. Now let's go to the camera. So this is one area. Both these devices are really good. We have a dual camera on the Honor 6X, 12 plus 2 megapixel on the Honor 6X, while we have a 16 megapixel camera, laser autofocus, face detection autofocus, dual tone dual LED flash on the Moto G4 Plus, 8 megapixel front camera on the Honor 6X, while it's a 5 megapixel front camera on the Moto G4 Plus. Now looking at the camera interface, you can clearly see that the Honor 6X provides a lot of additional options. There's plethora of options available, including Pro mode for video and panorama, night mode. Lot of modes are included, while it's a pretty simple and basic UI on the Moto G4 Plus. Now looking at the camera samples taken between these two devices, it's a really tough choice deciding which is the better device in terms of the camera performance out there. Both are equally good. While the colors are a bit more richer on the Moto G4 Plus, it's kind of natural on the Honor 6X, and we would say the sharpness levels are slightly better on the Honor 6X when compared to the Moto G4 Plus. Even in low light experience, we would say the Honor 6X is slightly better than the Moto G4 Plus. Now looking at the front facing camera samples, this is one area where we would say the Moto G4 Plus, even with the 5 megapixel camera, excels because it produces slightly better color quality than the Honor 6X. So we would leave it to our readers to decide whether they want a vivid camera. That means you need to go for Moto G4 Plus, or you want a pretty natural camera, natural color quality, then go for Honor 6X. So that was the camera aspect of these two phones. So now next up, battery performance. So we have a 3300 mAh battery on the Honor 6X, while we have a 3000 mAh battery on the Moto G4 Plus. So we have turbocharging on the Moto G4 Plus as well. Now talking about the battery performance, you would say the Honor 6X is our choice because it provides almost 1.5 days of usage with the 3300 mAh battery, and the Moto G4 Plus can get you through 1 day of usage. So we have talked about almost all aspects about these two phones. So where does the Honor 6X excel? It has a good design, a metallic solid construction, then software is highly customizable, good cameras and excellent battery life, and also a good fingerprint scanner. Now where does the Moto G4 Plus excel? It has a decent display, the software is really good because it is the latest version, good cameras and a decent overall experience provided. So now you need to prioritize on which is a better device out there, because if you're looking for software, then obviously you have the latest version on the Moto G4 Plus, so that's one choice to make. But then if you want a lot of customization, if you want a good camera, and Honor 6S we feel is a slightly overall better package than the Moto G4 Plus, because the build quality is good, the battery life is also superior, and you have a lot of customization options as well. Now the pricing is the key here. The Moto G4 Plus sells for 14,000 right now, but the Honor 6X we are not really sure about the pricing. There are two variants, 3 and 4 GB RAM variant available with the 32 and 64 GB storage options for the Honor 6X. So out of these two phones, we would be slightly inclined to choose the Honor 6X. That's again a personal choice, because there may be people who might want to choose the Moto G4 Plus based on the software experience. So again, that's what we said. It's again a personal choice. Our choice would be the Honor 6X. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. Hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.